The world is vast and full of mysteries. Beyond the usual routes and bustling cities, there are places where life moves to a different rhythm. Islands lost in the middle of the ocean, where time seems to stand still and nature sets the rules. Today we'll take you to discover 5 remote tropical islands, perfect for those dreaming of starting over, far from the noise and closer to the horizon. 1. Pitcairn, the last refuge of the Pacific. Hidden deep within the vast South Pacific lies Pitcairn, a small volcanic island home to fewer than 50 people. There are no busy roads or towering skyscrapers here, only lush green mountains, dramatic cliffs, and an ocean that embraces every shore. Pitcairn is so remote that getting there is a journey in itself. There's no international airport. The only way to reach it is by taking a long boat trip from New Zealand. The island's history is unique. Its first settlers were the mutineers from the famous ship HMS Bounty, who, fleeing justice, found their final refuge here. Living in Pitcairn means being part of a tiny community where everyone knows each other, and life flows with the rhythms of nature. Here, peace isn't a luxury, it's a way of life. 2. Tuvalu, the country that sells its .tv domain. Tuvalu, made up of 9 small coral islands, is one of the world's smallest and most remote nations. Its land barely rises a few meters above sea level, surrounded by white beaches and unimaginably blue waters. With limited natural resources and little industrial development, Tuvalu found an unexpected source of income: its internet domain, .tv. Because TV is associated worldwide with television, media companies and streaming platforms pay millions to use it. Today, leasing the .tv domain brings more revenue to Tuvalu than any other economic activity. Thanks to this income, Tuvalu has been able to fund infrastructure projects, education, and social programs for its people. Despite the challenges, life here remains simple and serene. Sleepy villages, palm trees swaying in the breeze, and an endless ocean stretching toward the horizon. 3. Tokelau, 3 atolls and a million stars. Tokelau is not an easy place to reach. The only way to get there is by boat, a journey of more than 24 hours from Samoa. But for those seeking absolute isolation and a pure connection with nature, this tiny group of atolls offers something that's almost vanished elsewhere. There are no cars here, no tall buildings. The islands are so remote that life moves slowly, untouched by the stress and rush of the modern world. Tokelau is also a pioneer in sustainability. It was one of the first places on Earth to run almost entirely on solar power. Today, 100% of Tokelau's energy needs are met by the sun. In Tokelau, the ocean and the stars are the only witnesses to a life lived in perfect harmony with nature. 4. Kiribati, a country across 4 hemispheres. Kiribati is one of the most unusual nations on the planet. Its territory, made up of 33 atolls and islands, stretches across a vast area of the Pacific Ocean, crossing both the equator and the international date line. This imaginary line marks where one calendar day ends and another begins. As a result, different parts of Kiribati can experience different days at the same time. While it's still Tuesday on one side, it's already Wednesday on the other. The climate in Kiribati is warm and humid year-round, with temperatures consistently between plus 27 and plus 32 degrees Celsius, about 80 to 90 degrees Fahrenheit. Seasons are marked more by rainfall than by temperature changes. Fun fact: the people living on Caroline Island, also known as Millennium Island, are the very first to welcome the new year each year. Every year, television crews travel here to broadcast the planet's first sunrise. But Kiribati also faces a quiet threat: the rising sea levels. Some families have already started new lives in countries like New Zealand and Australia. Living in Kiribati means living on the edge of time, where days begin before anywhere else on Earth. The Cook Islands, a tropical paradise without crowds. The Cook Islands, a small nation in free association with New Zealand, blend pristine beaches, lush green mountains and crystal-clear lagoons. A paradise where nature remains the true protagonist. Despite their stunning beauty, the Cook Islands have managed to avoid mass tourism. Here you can walk for miles along untouched beaches without seeing another soul, swim in warm turquoise waters, and explore small villages where time seems to have slowed down. There's even a special law here: no building can be taller than the tallest coconut palm. A tribute to nature that protects the island's traditional landscape and preserves its unique charm. The Cook Islands offer the best of both worlds, the serenity of a remote haven and the hospitality of a people who welcome visitors with genuine smiles and traditional music. A perfect refuge for those seeking not just beauty, but true peace. The world is immense, and somewhere, lost among endless oceans, small paradises of calm are waiting. Places where time forgets to hurry, where worries dissolve into the warm breeze, where days are counted by sunrises and nights by stars. Pitcairn, Tuvalu, Tokelau, Kiribati, and the Cook Islands. 5 remote worlds, 5 promises of a new life. Maybe in one of these forgotten corners, you'll find the home you've always dreamed of. Keep dreaming, because sometimes dreams take us much farther than we ever imagined.